Live.
We are live. It has informed me we are live. What's going on, Matt?
Good, man. How are you?
I'm good, man. We're live on the broadcast.
I
Learners
like
are
how
earners.
we do the offline thing, right? Before we go live in the broadcast, we get ourselves like going up and then we like hop in. We're like, hey man, how you doing?
It's a beautiful thing. I mean, you got to get yourself all pumped up before you go live.
So beautiful. You really do, man. You really do.
It's part of the
I love
game.
the live. I love what we're doing. We're just throwing out some content. Excited
It's
about the
cool,
day.
man. And we're adapting. We're trying some new
Yeah.
software today. As
Yeah.
most people know, things change overnight. One thing's working one day, great. The next day, it's something else. So we're hopping on the StreamYard, the Gary V software. And here we are. Learners are earners. That's part of our topic today is you've got to learn, you've got to adjust, and you've got to continue to get better. It's part of the game. So that's what we're doing, man. So how's your day going? You've been training some new team members and all kinds of stuff.
Amazing. Yeah, man. We've been really, really busy. Doing really, I mean, my wife's about to kill me, to tell you the truth. I got to let her work. But no, she's been doing some amazing stuff too. She has been working, taking care of the kids at the same time, keeping away. The Corona Care is going strong right now. So definitely enjoying that. Are we live right now? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we're live. It's working. Keep
All
on
right,
going.
dude. All right,
Corona
dude. Yeah.
Care is definitely in full
Absolutely,
effect.
man. So I went live a little earlier this week just to give a little kind of tidbit of information of kind of how important masterminds are and how important just galvanizing your inner crew is, what that looks like, who you're going to surround yourself with. I was in a mastermind a couple weeks back, and there was a guy that basically just said, you make sure you surround yourself with the right people to put another zero to your bottom line. That's not ultimately when I think of zeros. I don't even think of zeros like necessarily in a monetary sense, where they're going to add another dollar value to my bottom line. But are they going to lift me up? Are they going to make me a better person? They're not going to accept me for just the status quo and be like, hey, man, I'm encouraging you, but like you need to get better in this area. And those are the people that I want to surround myself with. But learners are earners, man. The more and more you learn, the better you will get. This is interesting too, because I was pushing Pat. I'm like, dude, man, this StreamYard, this stuff is amazing. You can do various things. Really, really pushing them from a marketing sense, right? We're trying to create a broader, get our a broader just following. We just want to throw some really good content out to people, and this is it. This is how you connect more with people, right?
And we also want to make it as easy as we can for people to hop on and do stuff. So if you guys want to type in comments, I can hop onto the comments and type some stuff. We've got Ray. I just popped Ray's thing up here. The dynamic duo. What's going on, man? So we want to make it more interactive. And I think that, like we said, learners are earners. I mean, I'm old school musician production, but there's so many new tools that we can use. So why not hop on and use them? So thank you, Ray, for being a part of it and supporting us. The name of the game is just continuing to improve and get better. And that's why we surround ourselves with these mastermind people. That's why we surround ourselves. Stephen Morales was watching here a minute ago. He might still be on, but like I learned so much from watching Stephen's cold calling that, I was able to convert a lot of new business for my digital services because I was hanging out with someone who was an expert in something that I wasn't. I'm great at talking to people, but I think that sales closing on the phone is a lot different than just hanging out and chatting with people. I think that you can get what I call it friend zoned by clients or prospects by not learning how to navigate that conversation and offer your services or adapt to what that person needs. Matt needs live streaming right now. So we adapted and made it awesome. And we're probably going to go live once a week, twice a week, as much as we possibly can because A, it's fun, and B, it's a great way to, just get the word out about what we're doing and what we're building as a community here with this Reap the Harvest movement. And that's planting seeds and turning those seeds into successful relationships and successful business endeavors in the future.
Without a doubt, man. Preach it, brother. I love it. Yeah, no, man. You always got to adapt. You always got to change. You got to pivot. I loved something somebody put out earlier this week. I think it was actually Tim Rotz that actually put this out. But what's that pivot like? In times of changes, uncertainty, what do you do? And he just brought up Hershey's chocolate, right? Hershey's chocolate was going under in the Great Depression. They didn't know what to do. They're like, wow, what do we do? And their pivot, right, was to put almonds in their chocolate. People weren't buying candy, but what can we do to make a slight pivot? They see monumental growth, right? And we still have Hershey's chocolate today and the company that they are. So what is that small pivot? What does that look like? Put almonds in your chocolate. What does that do? Right now, we're just pressing in. Like I said, we're training some teams, so we just rolled on 3 guys. Super excited about that. Really just driving in, pressing, accelerating on that. But we also have to make a little pivot there too, right? Some of the things that we're working on at Cadence Capital Ventures is really just solidifying a robust investor list that we can develop and cultivate relationships with. That's a primary focus, and that's a pivot that we really had to we realized that there's a desperate need for that, because we got a plan for about 8 to 12 months out right now. Just proactively planning. We're definitely getting in the cash position, and then ultimately you got to keep good credit. So I think it's so vastly important in today's day and age to really build those banking relationships, those bankable relationships that are going to set yourself apart, both on a personal and obviously a professional level. But I wanted to talk today, learners are earners, because I had an amazing. So I have a mastermind that actually every third Thursday of every month we wake up. And it's actually a Christian mastermind, Christian Cement business organization. Shout out to Dan Schock on that for leading that organization and putting that together. Big Dan. But I'll tell you what, man, it's been amazing, because he'll bring on CEOs that quite honestly have changed my life, right? Ed Cobell being one of them, amazing guy, and just has kind of completely shifted my mind and towards the abiding approach, right? How do I abide? Being a man of faith, abiding in that every day, and letting really God take the wheel, work like it depends on me, but pray like it depends on God. There we go. Matt Tech in the house, Pat Hilton. But one thing I wanted to talk, learners are earners, right? We had this guy, Rob Zarelli. He's a CEO coach based out of Brooklyn, New York. Born and raised there, and he just said some amazing stuff today, and I just wanted to encourage everyone, throw some notes that way. But he calls them the ABCs. The ABCs, learners are earners. So attitude is what you think, behavior is what you do, and commitment is how you will do it. And he went through those all three things, but they were just incredible on how he built things out on structure. But you have control of your attitude. Christian Ferris said it the other day in one of the masterminds I was in. He said, there's you don't have much controllable life, but one controllable you do have is your attitude. You can always control your attitude. So your attitude is what you think. That's ultimately going to create who you are. What's your situation? You got to adapt. Behavior is what you do. So you can control actually your behavior and how you control different scenarios. I was just saying to my guys today, I had to be completely transparent with honest, that this Corona care is making me go crazy at times. I'm going nuts. I freak out. I'm why are toys all over the house doing this and that, right? But at the same time, I have the humility to say, to my 3-year-old kid, I had to sit down and talk to her, and I'm really sorry. I'm sorry for the way I reacted to that. And I did tell her I was sorry, because I think that's important for me as a parent to tell her that when I'm in the wrong, that I need to tell you, I apologize. I apologize for what I did and how I reacted in that situation. So really developing as a parent, I'm developing in this, right? Because I realize that, my expectations for them might be one thing, and then I'm demonstrating something completely different, right? I literally, and I'll be completely honest with you, I almost smashed their friggin' dollhouse yesterday. Thing is like a monster. It's out of my way, and I'm like, dude, this thing's gotta go. It's gotta go. And so, anyways, and then I'm like, what the heck? What am I doing? Why did it get to this point, right? And that's what I apologize for. I'm like, baby, I'm so sorry. Daddy should not have reacted that way. So I told her flat out. But that was my attitude, right? My attitude shift. I realized I'm pissed off for what reason? Number one. And my little girl's looking at me dead in the eyes. And is that how I want to see her react in some scenarios? It's going to happen regardless, right? Everyone, you're going to have a temper. You're going to throw a temper tantrum. it doesn't matter how old you are. Like everyone wants to get their own way, right? I want to get my way, but then how do I control? What's the controllable outcome in that and reacting to that, right? I want to limit it on how many times I do that, right? It get upset by a little dollhouse. But when I do, I can go ahead and I can apologize to her. So that was my attitude. That was just given like real life example, right? This Corona Care is killing me. It's like, what the heck?
Corona Care. So if you guys don't know, what Corona Care means, Corona Care is daycare at home with your kids during the Corona shutdown.
That's the Corona Care right there. That's Corona.
That's beautiful.
So, absolutely, man. Can't take the kids to daycare, so gotta do Corona Care. Behavior, what you do, man. Behavior, how do you react to any scenario? And then commitment is how you do it. Everything's got to have a passion in it. I just want to read through these notes real quick because this is going to be a power punch, a little 15-minute exercise. Got a few more calls a little bit later today, but wanted to add value into somebody today. So number 10, life will change you. So be prepared. So life's going to change. There's going to be challenging times. So we need to be prepared, right? How do we prepare? How do we prepare in these instances? How are we looking ahead? And that's ultimately how I'm preparing is surrounding myself with the right people, right? Putting as much information in my brain that I know is good and quality information. I'm not going to be surrounding myself with people that are going to bring me down all the time. I want people that are going to be putting myself in my situation like Pat, like so many other people. Was actually new buddy. I got a call with him a little day, Alex Ottawa. He's he put a Zoom call together, phenomenal meeting that we had, just encouraging one another, but then also, hey, where's your deficiency at? How we can help, how we can help grow one another in different areas. So feedback, love this. This once again, I want to say this is Rob Zarelli. So these are all his notes. I'm not going to take it. I'm not going to take these as mine, but I wrote them down. I'm like, this guy's phenomenal, highlighting all over the place. Note keeping is so phenomenal to me. Thank you for my wife, Kelly. She keeps me in line with all the notebooks because I'm always writing stuff down and highlighting things. But feedback is the breakfast of champions. If you think you know it all, you don't know it all. No one knows it all. But if you can get feedback from anyone, and I love Ray Dalio. Ray Dalio, one of the largest hedge funds managers. Actually, he's the largest hedge fund in Bridgewater. But he says it this way: meritocracy is important. You can get fired if you will not give your supervisor feedback or even him feedback, right? The pursuance of excellence is always getting feedback, how you can correct. Now, you do have to filter, right? What's good feedback, what's bad feedback, you got to filter. But I accept the same things out of my employees, that there is meritocracy and people need to give me feedback in order for me to grow. So if I don't know it. Just tell me. And if I don't know the answer point blank, I find out the answer because somebody else probably knows the answer, or we can collectively come together for the answer. If I only had 3 words, this is number 8. If I only had 3 words, tell the truth. Tell the truth. Be transparent. Just be honest with people. Tell the truth. If I had 3 more words, trust is a must. It was another one that he put out there. But tell the truth.
I think trust is a must is 4. But
that actually is 4. No. All the time. If I had 3 more, all the time. So that was it. That was my other one. But trust is a must. All right, that's 4. All right, cool. Number 7. It says here, brick walls are there for a reason. What are we in right now? The season is a brick wall. So it's there for a reason. So how do we face those challenges head on? And a lot of the time it just comes with a lot of truth, right? Facing those head in. I was telling my sales guys the other day, we were sitting down. A lot of times you just need to meet people face value, right? When you're in a call, Steven Morales, if he's still in this, he's really good at it, right? Just feed into like what you're trying to get at. Just tell them flat out, what are you trying to get, man? One of the greatest things out of that script that I think Steven actually wrote that script was, we're a real estate investment company. So we actually don't work with everybody's not a good fit for us, right? But we also work with a team of realtors that can help you out. So it gives people options, and people love options, but it just meets them right where they're at. Like, okay, I'm not trying to back you into a corner. I am trying to buy your house, or I'm trying to buy your commercial asset. But we have some options for you if we can't help you out. Knowledge speaks wisdom. Come here, babe. We're on live right now. Come on, you want to get on? Let's go, baby. All right, here we go. Look, we're live right now. We're talking. We'll probably end this one a little early, but knowledge speaks wisdom. Wisdom listens. To be completely committed. All right. Here, listen. If you go out there real quick, I promise you. No, that's it.
That's how we adapt.
We're going live. We got the kids, but it's a reality Corona Care. Baby, go, and then I'll
Corona Care is real, folks. Corona Care is real.
We're gonna start locking the door in my office, man. No, that's the beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. So it is. No, that's it. That's that knowledge speaks. Wisdom listens. Knowledge is everything. One thing I've been doing actually as I abide. I've been going through Proverbs because of Proverbs biblically in the Bible is just something that's extremely like discerning. It's always providing me knowledge. Wisdom is everything. Integrity is everything. So I've been going through those heavily right now. Failure is our greatest teacher is number 5. Failure is our greatest teacher. Failure is absolutely going to failed 100 times. I failed daily, and we got to fail, and we got to fail forward. So John Maxwell has a book. If you haven't read it, read it. Fail forward. It's really good. Number 4, nothing great was ever achieved without enthusiasm. You need passion. I try to get up. I try to move every day. You need passion. Pat's got a lot of passion. He's got a lot of momentum. You need energy. You need passion. You need to show other people that energy. Number 3, be selfless, not selfish. Nobody likes a taker, but they love a giver. Nobody likes a taker, but they love a giver. So be a perpetual giver. Be a giver. Be a giver above all. Number two, life is about progress, not perfection. Get the ball moving. Life happens with momentum. It's all about momentum. So make sure that life is about just by progressing. My wife and I have it in our marriage. We get better every single day because we got that momentum going. We got progress. If I get mad at her and I feel like I'm in the wrong, I apologize to her. She does the same thing. I think maybe. I don't know, Kelly. Do you?
Turtleneck Kelly. What about that? Let's give us some feedback. Turtleneck Kelly, where you at?
Love her. Yeah. No, and we have that relationship, right? That's part of the growth process is that you always need, life is about progress, not perfection. Make sure it's every day, right? Big on the reticular activating system. Keep putting yourself truth. And eventually that will turn. So truth. Number 1, train the mind and the body will follow. Train the mind and the body will follow. That goes back to truth, right? Keep putting positive thoughts in your head and the body will follow. You'll have positive energy. So I'm talking big on energies, big on pushing that out. Definitely I hope that was some big 10 takeaways today. It was 10 takeaways for me. And I wanted to give it out to you. It's part of the growth mindset, being a thought leader. No matter where you are, if you're an accountant, if you're a business owner, whatever you're doing, it's part of that growth mindset. So that's a little power punch for today. Reap the Harvest Live. Just wanted to give you a little bit of what I'm learning. I learn daily. I love learning from other people. If you got anything, drop a line. Dude, I love this. I love the StreamYard. We're going to do some amazing things with it. So you guys all have a blessed day. We love you. From the Acoustic Force and Reap the Harvest Live. We out.
We'll see you guys soon. Thanks.